It's been a while since I talked about ships in My Hero Academia. Ships. And it's not like my most fun thing to talk about because, well, a lot of people get extremely triggered when it comes to My Hero Academia ships. However, there's a new article from comicbook.com that says My Hero Academia spies on Izuku and Ochako's first date in new sketch, and it's from the official artist of My Hero Academia's manga. So, does this mean that Deku and Uraraka are finally confirmed to be a canon official ship in the series? A lot of people want to say, oh, weren't they already canon? No, they weren't. Anyway, well, we're going to go into all this right now on the Kanjic channel and exactly what this means and what this art actually looks like. So here it is right now.
Sensu beans, yeah, I need to regenerate. I'm about to go off like I'm the Avatar state, and I can say.
Alright guys, on this channel, of course, we've gone over a lot of anime news since this channel had began, and basically there's been a lot of different news sources that have actually gotten attention on this channel. Lately, there's been a lot from comicbook.com, and of course they started as a news source that wasn't really the most reliable. However, they kind of turned over a new leaf a while ago and became better at what they do. They get constant interviews with like celebrities and all this stuff, you know, when it comes to press tours, when it comes to like things like the Avengers, Marvel movies, other action movies, like basically you name it in pop culture. So they become a reliable source now when it comes to most things. However, that does not mean that I will never have an issue with something an author from comicbook.com has said. And this is going to be one of those times I have an issue. So, we have an article that's titled My Hero Academia Spies on Izuku and Ochako's First Date in New Sketch. And this is from somebody named Megan Peters. I'm pretty sure I have read articles by that person before. However, you know, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Hannah Montana. Anyway, so My Hero Academia is a lot of things, but romantic isn't something most would call the series. After all, the superhero series is a shonen at heart, and it loves nothing more than putting its heroes on the battlefield. However, that's not to say love isn't in the air for our heroes in training, and a new sketch has fans geeking out over a special Izuku x Ochako date. As you can see below, the artwork comes from one of creator Kohei Horikoshi's assistants on Twitter. Their profile is notorious for sharing sketches with fans, and they range from Mirko to Bakugo and beyond. Not long ago, they decided to celebrate Izuku x Ochako with a cute sketch, and it shows the lovebirds on a date. Dressed in civilian clothes, Izuku is seen blushing in this sketch. Given the color of his cheek, one hand can be found rubbing Izuku's neck as the student is clearly anxious about this outing. But given how Ochako is blushing, she must feel the same. The girl is even dressed up for the date, so you know, Uravity is taking the whole thing seriously. Okay guys, we're gonna end quote right there. So, they're on a date. An official artist from My Hero Academia has drawn them on a date. Except for the fact, let's go on to their actual Twitter. Let's go on to this artist's actual tweet. And what do we see? Oh, we see artwork, and it is described as how the author from comicbook.com describes it. They are both blushing, and they are next to each other. Now, I do have a question. Where in this tweet does the author call this a date? Where in this tweet does the author call this a date? Nowhere. Deku and Uraraka are standing next to each other. Is this what we call a date nowadays? If two people stand next to each other, this is automatically a date. Deku is blushing and Uraraka is blushing. This is not the first time They have blushed. Not the first time. Deku blushes with like every single girl he's around. Uraraka likes Deku. Obviously, she's gonna blush around Deku. Do I think this artist was kind of putting out that like this is art of them like liking each other? Yeah, I do think that. However, this is nowhere shown to be a date. They are just next to each other. And this does not confirm that they are together. We had another issue like this a while ago with another drawing that actually Kohei Horikoshi did. And again, I just don't see how that confirms that they're together. People literally look at anything that shows, oh my gosh, they're attracted to each other, this ship is canon. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. In fact, I even explained this in a prior video. This is the most common ship that is said to be canon. Not the one with the most fans or popularity, but the biggest one said to be canon. Is it? So many of you are already saying yes. But no, it's not. Uraraka likes Deku. That's specifically said by her in the story. Deku, however, has never once implied or said that he wants to be with Uraraka in that way. He so far has acted with her similarly to the same situations with other girls. When a girl gets too close, he usually gets red or makes some comment or funny reaction. He does this because for his entire life, girls never tried talking to him or even tried being his friend. That's why when he meets Uraraka, he says, "Holy cow, I just talked to a girl." And many people point to the last OVA where they bump into each other. Firstly, she smiles because obviously she likes him, but he just makes a face of awkwardness because in his mind, he's like, oh man, that was awkward. That's not a look that says, oh man, I want to be with her. And can the author of My Hero Academia go in that direction where he officially says, yeah, Deku wants to be with her romantically, and then therefore, you know, make this whole thing canon? Yeah, he can do that, but has he done that? No. This ship is not canon. Even if you think it could be canon in the future, it's still not canon now. So let's not say that ships are confirmed. Let's not say they've been on a date. Let's not say it's official, they're together. It's not. None of that is not. They're not on a date. They've never been on a date. They're not together. The ship is not canon. It's not. Does that mean I'm against them being together? No, I'm not against them being together. I actually think if he's gonna be with anyone, it's probably going to be her. And then there's gonna be people saying he should be with Todoroki or Bakugo. Guys, just relax. If he's with Todoroki or Bakugo, I would be extremely surprised. But gosh, it's not the first time something like that happens in anime. Who cares? Really, people take ships way too seriously. And if you do ship stuff, okay. If you don't ship stuff, okay. Let's not take things super seriously, and let's not create exaggerations like this where we say they're on a date, oh my gosh, when they are not. Alright, anyway, let me know what you guys think. My name's Kanjik, I love you, and I'll talk to you in the next video.
And I can say that I'm great, yeah, I can say that I'm perfect. I ain't the one that was out here saving lives, I was purchased. Now we about to take you out if you try to act toxic. I'ma send you straight up to my main man, Kanjik.